In this video, we're going to look at indenting paragraphs. You'll want the ruler on for this one, so if you don't have it, you go to View and tick Ruler to turn it on. And in the top left of the ruler, next to the grey area of the margin, you'll have the little hourglass sort of symbols there. So if you put your mouse over them, you'll get told what they are. So the top triangle is the first line indent, the bottom triangle is the hanging indent, and the square or rectangle is the left indent. On the right hand side, there's just one triangle, which is the right indent. So we're going to look at each of these together, and then we'll look at doing it via the paragraph dialog box. So the first one I'm going to look at is the left indent, and you can either select the whole paragraph or multiple paragraphs, or you can just click in the paragraph and we'll apply just to that paragraph. So making sure I'm clicking on the square, the left indent, you'll see it simply moves the paragraph away from the left margin. Similarly, if I do it for the right indent, it will move it away from the right hand margin. In this second paragraph, I'm going to apply a first line indent, which, as the name suggests, just indents the first line of a paragraph. So I'm going to make sure that I go to the downward pointing arrow or triangle and drag it along a bit. And you'll see, you may see this in novels. Often, instead of having a gap between paragraphs, they'll have this first line indent at the beginning of every paragraph to make it clear that it's a new paragraph. For this pink one, I'm going to apply a hanging indent, which is the opposite of the first line indent. So in this case, the first line is hanging over the rest of the paragraph, whereas the first line indent, just the first line is indented to the left. You can also use the indent increase and decrease indent buttons to apply a left indent as well, and you'll see on the ruler it's moved this entire little hourglass thing, and you can adjust the amount that way. We can also apply indenting from the layout tab of the ribbon. You'll see in the middle here there's the indent and spacing options, so it tells me I've got a 2 centimeter left tab and a 2.92 centimeter right tab, so I can increase that or decrease that manually, or type it in if I want to. The third option for this, and especially if you want to do hanging indents or first line indents of a specific amount, is to use the paragraph settings dialog box, which you can access from here in layout or from home under the paragraph button here. So there's indentation in the middle, and you can manually increase the amount there as well, or you can choose a special. None will mean there are no indents at all. First line applies a first line, in this case of 1.27, or I could say 1.6 or something like that, or hanging will apply of that amount, such as there. And that's your 3 different ways to apply indents, and they can be quite useful in certain cases, depending on what you want to do.